Welcome, everybody, to what should be a memorable experience for everybody here in the building.
The Big 12 Championship game has a history of wild, dramatic finishes, and based on this matchup today, we could be in for another one. There's a lot more at stake than a championship trophy here today. There's playoff positioning and potentially just getting into the playoff on the line as well. So the stakes have never been higher. As we'll see the number 11 team in the country, the West Virginia Mountaineers, taking on the number 1 team in the land, the Texas Tech Red Raiders. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get to the action on the field. Kickoff team out there getting ready, and this is it, the battle for the conference championship trophy. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. So the Mountaineers offense will get the first swing today. And here he comes, the quarterback, all eyes on him. He's the guy that just makes everything go.
Well, this guy's Mr. Do-It-All. It's almost odd to say this about a quarterback, but he truly does. He's the echo of the coach and the connector of this offense. When everyone is hooked up to him, this team operates at maximum capacity, and that usually means their opposition is in trouble. You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
Offense getting set. It's second down. And the back now goes in motion. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. The pass is intercepted. And he's got some open field ahead. Not just the pick, but a big return sets up the offense in good position.
Chris, that one cost him. He's just trying to get something started here early in the game, trying to take a chance, but it backfires. The defense in great position to come up with that interception.
Can the offense convert that pick into points? They're set up first and goal. Receiver makes the catch. Runner scoots out of bounds after gaining decent yards.
I love how this quarterback is finding this slot receiver. Not only is he tough to handle, but it's what he's doing after the catch. He has such wiggle and quickness. He's tough to bring down, and you'll see more positive yards after the catch here.
Third down and goal. Big play coming up here in the red zone. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Red Raiders. And they get set now to try the PAT. PAT is good, so it's 7-0. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner opportunity to bring this back. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. And the Mountaineers offense is back out on the field. This offense trying to bounce back the last possession and then in a pick. Back in motion now. First play of the drive, he looks left for a completion. Tackled quickly after the catch. He'll be short of the marker. The game makes it second and medium. Handoff to the right side. The ball carrier taken down, but there's a flag on the field. So the offense will decline the penalty and just take the result of that play. Offense will try to convert a third and long from the 27. We'll see if the defense brings the blitz. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. He's going to be brought down by that ferocious pass rush. Nice sack.
Chris, this one's on the quarterback, in my opinion. He's got to have a better feel and a presence in the pocket to be able to either check it down or get rid of the ball. You just can't take the sack.
The Mountaineers will bring their punt team onto the field. He's on to boot it away now. He's got an opening. Watch out. He's got great speed. He's a dangerous returner. Found a good lane there. They finally get him, but excellent field position at the start of this drive. And the Texas Tech offense is back out on the field now. They reached the end zone the last time out, trying to do the same thing here. Running out of time in the pocket. The sack in the play could not escape the pass rush.
Man, I love to see the big guys get a chance to make a play like this. Usually it's the guys off the edge, the linebackers, maybe a blitz, but instead, the big fella at nose tackle gets the sack.
And this is dropped. Would have been a huge gain, but he could not collect it. Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. Here's the snap, looking to throw. That's reeled in. It's Santiago. The defense stops him short of the marker, so it's fourth down coming up. So the coach will decide to settle for 3 points here. Out comes the field goal unit. This will be an attempt from 52 yards. Let's see if he's got the distance. And it's no good. He missed it. After the miss, it's still a 7-point lead.
That's a missed opportunity for some points here. The way they were moving the football, I thought maybe a touchdown at the very least, 3 points, but instead, he shanks it.
A pop pass on the jet sweep. They've got him down out near the 40. Offense getting set. Second down play here. And there's the handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. It's third down for the offense. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the first down. It's a quick grab. And he'll head out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for a first down. And the Mountaineers line up on 1st and 10 now. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Caught over the middle. It's locked. He's brought down quickly as short gain gets them a few yards closer to the marker.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down, but instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
Snags the quick throw. He'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
Here the defense was committed to stop the run. In an RPO, that's a dangerous thing to do. The quarterback sensed that and just pulled the ball out, got it out to the right flat for some good yards.
It's an out route, the catch made, and he'll make his way out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
When you throw an out route against man coverage, and it puts a premium on the receiver who can set up the defensive back to be able to still have room to get to the outside and be timed up with a quarterback. That was great execution.
Makes the grab. It's Jordan. And they'll step out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage there. The defense pursuit forced him out. Offense breaks the huddle and gets set. It's third down. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Throws to the tight end. This one's going to fall incomplete. Brings up fourth down. The decision is not to go for it on fourth down. Here comes the field goal team. He missed it. From after the miss, still down by 7.
Now that's going to go down as an empty possession for this offense. No points as he's off target. Now you can see he's hanging his head. Poor kicker.
And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Offense getting set up. Here's second down. off an RPO. The quarterback looks to his right. They'll bring him down, but the spin cycle put on that defender, my goodness. That's an important first down on that running play. The big fullback's got it here. Tackle made, but there's a flag down on the field. So the holding penalty in the offense backs him up 10 yards. It's not the way you want to start. First down and 20 now. And the fullback takes a turn running the football. And they bring him down after a solid gain, but it's still well short of the first down marker.
Watching this guy run makes me think of a famous old coach once said, any player on my team, I want him to be agile, mobile, and definitely hostile.
They look to throw it here on second down. And he'll loft this one deep to the left side. And he's into the end zone, but there is a marker on the play. Let's check that out. So that long scoring play is spoiled by a penalty. That's a big call in this game. Well, Texas Tech has the lead here. And at the end of the first quarter, let's check out the stats so far. They've flipped ends of the field. We're ready now for the second period. Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. Didn't quite get the playoff in time. It'll be delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
Quarterback unaware of the play clock. That'll cost them 5. Second down play coming up for this offense. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Makes a quick grab. And they bring him down quickly, but that's a solid gain on the short throw.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards, and I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
Now from the 40, the offense faces a 3rd and long to keep this drive going. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. And he lofts it deep over the middle. And the pass is dropped. Would have been a big game, but he couldn't hold on. And the Red Raiders will have to punt this one away. And the returner decides to signal fair catch. And the West Virginia offense is back out on the field. No doubt the last drive was deflating. They had to settle for a field goal attempt, but missed it. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
Well, it's so easy to get caught up on the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost, but forget about the running back. Nice catch and a first down for this offense.
Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. And he finds a wide-open receiver. They forgot about him downfield. An explosive game, big play, moves the ball inside the 40. Here comes a first down pass attempt. He's running out of time here. And he just throws the ball away there. Nobody open. Excellent coverage. Incomplete, so it's second down and 10. Here's the snap. Looking to throw here. Makes a quick catch.
Again, this is a really nice job here by the defense, keeping everything in front of them in that situation. Now they're rewarded with this 3rd and long. We'll see if they do the same thing here, or are they going to sell out and bring the pressure.
Caught near the sticks. It's Jordan. And a big game before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. About time this offense gets going. It's a 1st and 10. Quarterback drops back. Pulls it in. It's Thorne.
Well, defense didn't have any time at all to get pressure on the quarterback. He gets the ball out of his hands pretty quickly on the hitch to the receiver.
Second down, we're going to throw it. Looks left and finds his target there. He's tackled quickly, but the yardage is good enough for the first down. Mountaineers come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. From the shotgun, here's an inside give. Ball carrier running through tackles.
Well, another short game for this offense on the ground, and you got to give a lot of credit to the defense. They have really negated that aspect of this offense the entire first half and really making them one-dimensional. And if that doesn't change, I don't know how they get back into this game.
Neutrals on defense.
Offense will take the penalty, move them a little farther away from their own goal line. Here's the second down play. Quarterback pulls the ball. It's a keeper. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4. Here we go, third down, close to the goal line. They can still get a first down without scoring. On third down, he drops to throw. And the junior quarterback inaccurate that time, threw it behind the receiver. And they will trot out the field goal team here. It'll be a 24-yard attempt, should be automatic. And he knocks it right through the uprights.
And that one, my gosh, I mean, it's almost too easy. Nice kick.
They come away with 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will boot it away. They'll return it from inside the 5. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. And the Red Raiders offense is back out on the field now. They're looking to build on the lead. They had to punt the football in their last possession. Finally out of bounds after a solid game, but there is a flag on the field. So let's check this out. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. They start the drive with a quick throw to the right.
You know, each receiver brings something a little bit different to the table, Chris. To me, the outside receivers usually are a little bit longer, taller guys. You get those slot receivers in the inside. Not only can they make the catch, but they have quickness to make plays after the catch. Great example of that right here.
Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Tackled at the 32. That's enough for a first down.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
That was an excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time, the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer. Kind of a fine line here, Chris, for me when it comes to throwing a screen pass. You don't want to throw it too early, obviously, and the defense reacts quickly and can sniff it out. And you definitely don't want to throw it too late and potentially get sacked. You got to make sure it hits just right for this play to work.
And he pulls in the catch. Tackle is finally made, but it's a huge gain all the way to the 48-yard line. The Red Raiders pick up enough yardage for a first down. Offense looking to throw the ball. Over the middle, but it's incomplete. Getting set. Here's second down. After the incompletion on first down, looking to throw it again. And this one is caught. Defense makes the stop very close to a first down.
Boy, Chris, great timing here with the quarterback against that zone defense, waiting just at the right time to deliver it into that window to pick up a nice gain.
And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. Inside the 25. Tackle made after a big gain.
Really nice run by the back, but I'm going to give credit to the offensive line there. They were able to pave the way for the first down.
And the Red Raiders looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. Handoff here from the shotgun. And that run produces a decent gain. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. Second down here. Time for perhaps just one more play before the 2-minute warning. They're going to run it. And a decent gain there before the defense brings him down. We've reached the 2-minute warning. We'll have to see if the offense can build on this lead before the break. So here we go. Third down in the red zone. The kind of play that decides football games. On third and short, they'll try to throw for it here.
How about the call here? They go with the screen on third down and short. You don't see that called very often. They're not able to even complete the pass, so no chance at a conversion. So we got fourth and short.
So on fourth down, they will settle for a field goal attempt. Kick is good. Gives the offense 3 points to show for that drive.
Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
So after the field goal, the kicker out there again to boot it away. And he's going to bring this out from a couple yards deep in the end zone. They tackle him at the 9. That's good coverage. They should have left the ball in the end zone. And the Mountaineers offense is back out on the field. If they want to cut into this lead before halftime, they have to work quickly now. So the first play of the drive here coming up, less than 2 minutes left on the clock. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Pulls it in. It's locked.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. You take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
And a timeout is called. Important stage late during the second quarter. See what the call is on 1st and 10. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass. Looking to throw yet again. Fires it to the wideout. And it's intercepted. He stepped in front of that bullet. Not much on the return, but the takeaway sets up the offense at the 41.
Boy, just a drive killer right there, Chris. And he didn't seem to throw that ball with much confidence. Just put it up for grabs, and the defense comes down with it.
And the Texas Tech offense trots back out onto the field now. The last possession, they're able to milk some clock and add 3 points to the scoreboard. Looking to throw it on 1st down. Looking for the wideout. It's a big gain across midfield all the way to the 39-yard line. The Red Raiders come to the line looking to crank up the tempo. 1st down, looking to throw the football. Lets it fly to the wideout. The senior quarterback lucky that didn't get picked off.
Defensive coordinator dials up man-to-man coverage, puts the free safety in center field. This is where his instincts have got to take over, and they do here. He reads the quarterback's eyes, leads him to the football, and he does a nice job of knocking it away.
And the runner brought down after just a short gain. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a 1st down. And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. On the junior, gets home making a sack there.
I think that was a coverage sack as much as anything. They sat back in a dime defense with 6 defensive backs, and none of them blitzed. They just sat back in coverage, and the defensive line eventually came up with a sack.
And the Red Raiders will bring their punt team on the field now. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update.
Chris, a first half that gave us some riveting moments, not to mention the dramatic and the unexpected. In other words, a dynamite start to the Big 12 championship. And I get it. A lot of coaches will say the difference between winning and losing comes down to stopping big plays and getting big plays. But if you ask me, it's more about how good you are on third down and how efficient you are in keeping drives alive. Those two stats can help you break the will of even the best defenses and help you come out on top. And with that, let's send it back to Chris and Kirk and what could be a finish to this Big 12 championship they'll be talking about for a long, long time.
And the Mountaineers will kick it away to get us going in the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. Will be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And the Texas Tech offense is back out on the field now. Important possession here to begin the third quarter as they try to continue momentum from the first half and build on this lead. And they'll tackle him about the 23-yard line.
Well, that is a nice job here by the fullback. But let's give credit to the offensive line as well. Because when you're going up against that 3-4 look from the defense, the job of the defensive line is just to hold that offensive line off of the linebackers and free them up to make a tackle. But on that play, let's give credit. The O-line did their job and not only handled the defensive line, but the linebackers as well, which gave the big fella room to run.
And now the handoff. Fits into space at the 50. He's brought down, but not before getting into enemy territory at the +47. This offense continues to roll. We wondered, would this defense come up with some answers at halftime? Not on that play.
No, they've tried to make every adjustment they can. This offense has been very impressive with the way they're able to keep this ball on the ground, churning out big yards. I think they're gaining more confidence, really, as this game goes on.
They finally get him down, but a solid gain in that screen pass. Good call there.
Boy, this is great execution here on this screen play to the running back to pick up big yards and a first down. I think in the process, Chris, they sent a message to the defense. You can rush our quarterback all you want, but when you do, you better be careful because we're going to throw the screen on you.
Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play. The Red Raiders starting a new series here on 1st and 10. Here comes a throw from the red zone. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. Catch made in the end zone. Touchdown, Texas Tech. That's a crucial touchdown, Kirk. The offense padding its lead now here in the second half.
Yeah, you get into this second half, you start to count possessions and how big your lead is. Now that you're up 2 possessions, you can start to play really smart football, not just on offense, but on defense as well.
Now they line up to kick the extra point. The extra point is good, and they lead 17-3. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. He's going to bring this out a few yards deep in the end zone. And they've got the returner corralled. The West Virginia offense is back out on the field. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. Eludes a tackle. They'll bring him down just short of the 20.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
He's going to take off here. Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain. The Mountaineers will hustle to the line here to run the hurry up. They're going to run it. Back gets the carry. Finds room at the 30. And it's good for a first down to the 36. Here comes the up-tempo offense.
You know, even though that these guys are facing a deficit, they're not just going all through the air. Love the fact that you're running the football, keeping this defense honest, not panicking by just throwing every single down. Now you got a new set of downs and a chance to keep moving the ball down the field.
Offense cranking up the tempo now, no huddle. fakes right for a quick completion. Defense reacts quickly, a very short gain on the play. Third down, the offense desperately needs a conversion here, trailing in the third quarter. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up fourth down now. And the Mountaineers will line up to punt it away. And he'll kick it away now for the second time. Choosing to return the punt. And the coverage team pins him in and brings him down. And the Red Raiders offense is back out on the field now. Let's see if they can keep that passing game going. The last possession, very efficient, precise. And they'll set up at the 26 for the first play of this drive.
Let's go.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Quick completion to the tight end. Defense surrounds him, just a short gain on that completion.
Well, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice gain.
Breaks loose at the 40. They bring him down, but he was fast enough to get that first down yardage. Two backs now flanking the quarterback. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. He gains 9, so it's 2nd and 1.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice solid gain.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. Throws a stiff arm. Take it down, but not before he makes the first down.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Red Raiders. How important was that touchdown, Kirk? It's now a 2-possession gain here in the second half.
It's a great job of this offense with their execution and having situational awareness here in the second half. They now have, as you said, Chris, this 2-possession lead. They got a great chance to finish it off and get a win.
See if they can convert the point after. They convert the PAT, so the lead is now 21. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee to bring the football to the 25-yard line. Mountaineers offense is back out on the field. They were forced to punt it away last time, so let's see if they can get clicking in this possession. And it's going to be incomplete. Defense had a great chance for the pick. Couldn't come up with it. So after the incompletion, it's 2nd down. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. The gain moves the ball to the 34.
Man, it's a lot of the attention here. He's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle at the line of scrimmage.
Got to pick up the 3rd and short through the air. Quick throw complete to the tight end. And they keep the drive going. It's a first out of the 46. The Mountaineers come to the line to start a fresh set of downs.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly. Set high.
Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. And he's able to find some room before they finally bring him down.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces the defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards. Didn't quite get the first down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense that they better defend this style of play moving forward.
After the incompletion, they'll come to the line with 3rd and 1. They'll try to run for the first down. And the Mountaineers are going to keep this drive rolling.
Well, that shows you the trust they have in their offensive line in this running game. To get to a third down, just trying to come up with a way to be able to keep this drive alive, keep hope alive that you can come back in this game. You rely on old reliable, that offensive line, and they come through for you.
Tackle is made, but the junior quarterback shows off his arm strength that time. Still looking for that elusive touchdown, but finally this offense is moving. First down and 10. It's a shotgun run call. And they tackle him, but a nice pickup on that running play.
Well, let's give credit to the offensive line here. They went with a run blitz. The offensive line sees it, picks it up, gives them enough room to pick up some solid yards.
Caught quickly. And the runner steps out of bounds, but does have enough yardage to pick up the first down. Well, Kirk, Texas Tech has the lead here. They got to be feeling pretty good about things as we wrap up the third quarter. Let's review how we got here. So one final quarter to play. It's going to take a lot to turn this game around, but strange things do happen in college football. Grab behind the line. It's Jordan. Touchdown, West Virginia. Strong game by this quarterback.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
They're set now to try the PAT. The extra point is good. Down now 14, 24-10. Getting set to kick the ball off now. Fields it just outside the goal line. And the coverage team gets the returner to the ground. And the Texas Tech offense trots back out onto the field now. They've really built momentum in this game. They've been hard to stop. And the defense makes some adjustments, come up with a stop here. He's going to pull it down and run. Makes the defender miss. Tackled at the 32. That's enough for a first down.
Boy, this guy can do it all. We know what he can do with his arm, but when things aren't there, does a good job of pulling it down, knowing where the first down marker is, picking up the first down.
And looking to throw now on first down. It's a quick grab. And the defense swarms. Not much of a gain on that completion.
How about this defense? That is called team pursuit. Swarming to this wide receiver on the screen and not allowing him to get his momentum upfield.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? From the shotgun now. Here's a handoff inside. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
Good call here by the offense to be able to pick up this first down. And, Chris, it makes you wonder, with under 3 minutes to go in this game and trailing, the defense sitting back in their base, I thought they might be in a little bit more of an aggressive mindset, turning the blitz loose, trying to create some plays to get the football back.
And the junior able to get home with the sack.
This sack is on the quarterback, in my opinion. Anytime you call a screen, you've got to be aware that that pass rush is coming in. Bait them towards you and go over top. This time, he's unaware of how quickly they're going to come in.
Goes to his right side there for the completion. And they bring him down. That's a very solid gain, but still well short of the marker. So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. Third and long. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the first down. But they don't connect. It's incomplete, and it brings up fourth down. And the Red Raiders bring their punt team onto the field. They're going to kick it away for the second time. That takes a big bounce and rolls all the way into the end zone for a touchback. And the West Virginia offense is back out on the field. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, I'll be really honest with you. I don't know why they continue to try to run the football. I'm all about balance. I'm all about trying to make sure defense has to defend the run and the throw. But at this point in the game, they haven't been able to run the ball. They're going to have to go through the air if they're going to come back and take the lead in this game at some point.
They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain. So a very makeable third down for this offense from the 26-yard line. From the shotgun, drops back. And he throws his third interception of the day. It's a big return off the INT. They steal their offensive possession.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half, and the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
The Red Raiders line it up with 1st and goal.
Here we go.
Keep it on the ground on 1st and goal. Couldn't quite get there. Brought down at the 2.
Man, just complimentary football, really, in a nutshell. They get this football back thanks to their own defense, creating that turnover, working with the lead like this. Really, it's all but over. Now the offense is just thinking about running the football and working that clock.
On 2nd and goal, they hand it to him again. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Boy, these obvious running situations are very tough when you're working with the lead late in the game because you know the defense is going to stack the line of scrimmage, make it as difficult as possible for you to run the football. So nice job there by the defense. They're trying to punch that ball out, do anything they can at all to get the ball back.
Urgency here in the 4th quarter. They must cut into this lead. It's 3rd down and goal. Keep it on the ground, trying to power in for the touchdown. And the play goes nowhere. Picked up about a yard, but it'll be 4th down. So here comes the kicking team on the field. They'll settle for 3. And the importance of this attempt, if he makes it, it's now a 3-score game. This one is right through. And that will extend their lead even further.
I was watching this guy in pregame. He has got a strong leg. Not surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
Set for the kickoff here after adding to this big lead. And so it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. And the Mountaineers offense is back out on the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. With the catch, it's Jordan. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a 1st down. Completion good for 1st down yardage for this offense. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. It's a short completion of the tight end. And he's shoved out of bounds by the defense short of the 1st down marker. 2nd down after that previous play. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. He's a wide-open receiver, complete. Big play across midfield, though spotted near the 36. The Mountaineers will crank up the tempo.
Black 24.
Looking to throw again. Snags a quick throw. They'll go down there after picking up a few yards. Not going to be enough for the 1st.
Boy, this receiver in the slot is giving this defense all kinds of problems. He has another catch on the day. You may want to adjust out, get out of your base, maybe try 5 or 6 defensive backs on the field, somebody that can match up more athletically against this slot receiver.
A chance to get right back into this football game. It's 1st down and goal. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Looking to the end zone, and it's caught. Touchdown, Mountaineers.
Great job here by the play caller, going to that 5 wide receiver set. You put all these guys out in space and create one-on-one matchups. It's very tough on this defense to try to win all the matchups and give the quarterback credit for being able to find where he wanted to go to be able to come up with that touchdown.
Looks like they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. And the hands team able to make the crucial recovery. And the Texas Tech offense is back out on the field now. The last possession, they had to settle for a chip shot field goal. Can they find the end zone this time out? They'll use that running game trying to bleed the clock here.
Chris, good job here on this stop, but remember the ball is inbounds and the clock keeps moving here late in the game when you're trailing. As a defense, you got to start thinking about utilizing those timeouts. You got all three to use, but what point are you going to start putting those into play?
Off the RPO, caught to the right. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down.
You know, they've got a lead here late in the game, and the play calling, I think, shows you how much confidence they have in this quarterback. He's had a pretty clean game today, and this decision to still throw the ball with the lead shows you that they believe he's going to make the right decisions and make accurate throws.
Second down play coming up. From the shotgun, an inside handoff. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play. And that's the 2-minute warning. This offense looking to run out the clock and secure an impressive win here today. And then first down, right back to the running game. They try the middle, but gain nothing on that play. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Now it's second down here. And the quarterback dropping back. Running back has it on the screen now. Touchdown, Texas Tech. This quarterback on fire today.
Well, that's why you practice right there, Chris. This offense had the pressure, the game on their back. They deliver, they get a touchdown, and now make this a two-possession game with under 2 to go. Like their odds of closing this game out.
Lining up to try the extra point. And the extra point up and good makes it a 3-score game, up 17 here in the fourth. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. And it's fielded. Returner trying to create good field position here. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. The West Virginia offense is back out on the field. Well, this has been a disappointment. They've had their doors blown off here, just playing for pride at this point. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. But a huge collision. Blow delivered there by the linebacker. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Fires it to the wideout. Downfield shot falls incomplete. Couldn't quite connect there. Offense sets the formation. It's third down. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Easy throw to a wide open receiver downfield. And they'll bring him down, but this offense creates a huge chunk play. And the Mountaineers will come to the line to crank up the tempo. Looking to chuck it again. And he'll loft it to the end zone. Looks downfield and finds a receiver who worked his way wide open. Touchdown, Mountaineers. This offense really clicking.
Man, I love this. Chris, I don't think they're going to have a chance to come all the way back, but here we are, under 2 minutes to go, and they continue to show some fight. And then, you know what? Who knows? Maybe you cover an onside kick and you get right back in it.
I believe they're going to line up here and go for the onside kick. And the receiving team has to recover. Looks like the hands team did its job. And the Red Raiders offense is back out on the field now. This game is not over yet. Let's see how the offense plays it. They love to chew some clock here, but can't get too complacent. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense.
Yeah, I like this call here late in the game like this with the lead. Nothing too fancy, just right up the middle. Trust that offensive line and this running back and just keep working that clock.
Use the running game to chew on this clock now. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible.
It was a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the first down.
And they'll go right back to him on first down.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example of a defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
Important second down play coming up. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Looking to pass here on second down. Bringing pressure. And it's incomplete. The defensive pressure affected his throw that time.
It's pretty simple as a defensive coordinator. When the quarterback drops back to throw, if we get pressure on him, we got a chance to slow him down and win the football game. If we don't, could be a long afternoon. Good job here by dialing up the pressure.
They stop him for a 2-yard gain, which will bring up fourth down. What an amazing run these guys have had, and now they can call themselves champions of the Big 12 and become a piece of the history of that great conference. And now with the playoff spot locked up, we get to see what they can do against the 11 other best teams in the nation. And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. From Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.